Well, Miss Esther, very happy to have you here today. Esther is a Twin City resident. We are happy to have you, Esther, come across here. And I have always been amazed, Esther, at how young you look.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. And the reason for having Esther here today is that she is a very astounding cancer survivor. And since I have found that out a couple of years back, I'm amazed that Esther continues to look as though there's absolutely no experience of that in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But Esther, I would like you please to tell us a little bit about that cancer journey. You know, people say that cancer, when you have cancer from the time of diagnosis, your journey could be a sad one. It could be one of great worries and fear of the future. How have you been able to cope with the fact that you have had cancer and that you seemingly are in remission?
Well, when I found out I had cancer,
Mm-hmm.
I came home from work and my aunt said to me, the doctor wants to see you. First of all, my doctor sent me for a cancer screening. At the time I worked Bellevue Hospital in Manhattan. And that same hospital I went to the clinic and he said, I want you to go to take a cancer test. I worked night from 8 at night to 8 next morning. And my appointment was 10 o'clock. So I decide to go downstairs, go with my uniform home, and ask if they could please give me an early appointment. And the woman said, no, you have to wait on your turn. And I said, I took this test before and I'm fine. And I went home. So when I went back to clinic, the doctor said, I sent you for a test and you didn't go. He said, I'm going to send you again. And I did go. And then they said, okay, everything is fine, you can leave now.
Mm-hmm.
But the following day when I got home, my aunt said, they called you from the hospital and said they would like to see you. So sometimes what happened is they didn't get a good photo or something. This is what I'm telling myself. So I went back. And when I went back, as I went to the desk and I said my name, the woman took a piece of paper from underneath and she said, Don Lolly, you know Spanish, Don Lolly, go to Model A. Now I know Model A, I work in that hospital.
Mm.
And when I hear go to Model A, now she figure probably I don't know. And when I have to go across, turn this way, turn that way, take the elevator downstairs. Model A is that direction. And when I got to the door and I saw the big A, my eyes teared up. And I said, you know what? I could fight this thing.
It was a big A, you say?
Yes, the Model A.
Right.
So there's where I'm heading to.
Right.
So when I saw the A, my eye teared up now.
Okay.
Because my mother died from lung cancer.
Okay.
And as I go to cry, I said, no. I could fight this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm strong in the Lord. And I went upstairs. Oh my goodness. You think black people have cancer? Asian people. The place was packed. And I stood there till I got a seat. And then it's like 2 hours. Can't see the doctor. I have diabetes, so I test my diabetes sugar. It was low, 60 something.
Okay.
So I went to one of the workers and I said, I can't stay, look at my blood sugar. She said, no, the doctor wants to see you. No, she don't know, I know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I said, look at what I'm showing you. She said, okay, I'll bring you something to drink. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
So she went and she got something and Eventually, when I saw the doctor, she said, "You have cancer." I said, "I know." Immediately, that was April month, in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately, they booked me up for surgery, which was May. I said, "Just don't give me May the 15th. She said, "Why?" I said, "That bring bad memories. The first death I experienced in the family was May the 15th. So don't give me that day."
Okay.
And then they booked me up for early day, May the 5th. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But I went, I had the surgery, and amazing, I went by myself, and there, when I got there the morning, the guard said, "You're here alone?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Well, take the elevator on this side to a certain floor, and then take." I said, "I know where I'm going." And I went there, and they booked me up, and then they had this young doctor came, and he said to me, "I'm one of the surgeons who's going to be doing your surgery," and he's chewing a gum, and all smiles. I said, "I'm happy to know you. You're happy?" All smile. I said, "Thank you." And then the surgery was early morning, and by the time they were finished, what did I do? I had a sip of water, which you're not supposed to have anything. But they always tell you take your high blood pressure pill. So I had a sip of water. So when I was coming out of the anesthesia, I felt like I wanted to vomit. So all I did is hit the bed, and they come running with the thing.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin from New Jersey came, who took me up, and I went home. Then the doctor said, "I would like you to take chemo and radiation." And I said, "No, I'm not taking chemo. Radiation is fine. I'll take radiation." So they booked me up, and I went and I took radiation. But I took a strong dose. At the time, they had a trial going on, which they said they did it in Canada for 9 years, and they were now trying it in America. And I said, if they did it in Canada for 9 years and everything is fine, I could go. Stating that if you had to take radiation for 3 months, then it'd go a month and a half, a strong dose, which I decided to take. And I took it, and they give me some ointment to anoint my breast. And I'm like, I don't have no bone there. Until coming down to the last, then the skin burst.
Oh my.
And then I put it on and put gauze, pull it off, and screaming down the place. But actually, I had no problem, nothing to complain about. And I would go to clinic, and people would be there crying. Why me? Why not you? And they'd be crying and carrying on. And one day I said, all you who crying, come here. Form a ring. And I start praying with them.
Okay.
Jews don't believe in Jesus. And I had every one of them. Join the group.
There were a lot of Jews.
Oh, yeah. And Asian.
Would you like some water? Excuse me. Would you like some water?
No, I'm fine.
Sorry.
So a little prayer was going on, and I would be talking with them who have children. And I remember one nurse, she was from Trinidad. She said, I have to get a job for you here.
Right.
She said, because the way you're dealing with these people, not even we here.
Could handle them.
Yes. And she turned to me and she said, do you know I had cancer too? I said, really? She said, yeah, and I have my family in Trinidad, and I want them to feel sorry for me, so every day I'm calling, hello, you know. But I tell myself, whatever it is, whether it's good or bad, I already have it. I praise God in the good times, and I also praise Him in the bad times. And I would say my prayers, and it's like I don't have anything. I'm going, I have nothing.
So you're on no kind of treatment at the moment?
No, now?
Yes.
No, I took the radiation, and then because I didn't take chemo, they put me on a pill called Arimidex. It's like chemo.
Okay.
I'm getting old now. I think I had to take that for, I can't remember how long, but it's a very expensive pill.
Mm-hmm.
So they put me on this pill, and then I had to go take mammogram every 4 months. And then when they see nothing is going on, then I went every 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
and then a year. So I'm back to a year now, which is 17 years now.
Yes, 17 years, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
But all I give God the glory, the honor, and the praises, because honestly, I didn't let it take hold of me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I can fight this. Whatever it is, it is. I told my children, right? I remember coming to Trinidad and I'm laughing at them up there and tell them, freeze yourself off. I'm going in the warm place. I could see the mountain range. And they said Grandy's the best hospital. It's a waste of time.
Serious?
It's a waste of time.
Okay, but I have heard people say that they've been well treated there.
I throw away the documents now, so.
What do you
Dr.
experience
Martin,
there?
Dr. Martha Franklin, her office is in Arima. She sent me there. She's the one said it's the best hospital. When I went, they give me like a 3 months
Mm-hmm.
waiting, which okay. And then when the day
That's when you
came,
first came back, 17
Yeah.
years ago.
no,
That's when.
I have 17 years. I came back like 12 years.
Oh, you came back 12 years. 12 years
Yeah,
ago.
or
Okay.
more, or 15. I can't remember.
Okay.
Now.
Okay.
But she sent me there, and when I did do the test, I said, how long would I wait before I get result? 3 weeks. Should I come? No. They give me a number. You call, no answer. Nobody, absolutely nobody's answering the phone.
Okay.
I would leave here 5 in the morning to get to Grandy. When I get there, the place is closed. Nobody's there at work as yet. It's not ready. It's like February, March, April, May.
Mm-hmm.
No results. One evening, a woman said, I'm going to Grandy Hospital. I'm going to look for somebody who has cancer. She's not doing well, so I want to go see her. I said, could I have a ride? She said, yes. Then and then is when I get the report.
Okay.
And it was bad. It says it showed up thing this size and that size and how much they see in me. And I sat there and I said, if this is so bad and it takes months and I have to be up and down to get the result, what kind of behavior is that?
Mm-hmm.
So the next morning I took the letter up. My doctor wasn't there. I left it with her secretary and I said, give her that as soon as she come in. She called me, called my friend.
Mm-hmm.
She said, did you see
Raise your voice a little. Uh-huh.
Did you see this report? I said, yes, I brought it in.
Mm-hmm.
So why did you keep it so long? I did not.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't go for it, I wouldn't know. Okay, come, I want to see you. She have a friend. I don't know if I should be saying that.
No,
So-
don't say anything that would be bad. That we'll have to chop up. Uh-huh.
So she said, book me up for Mount Hope, whatnot. I said, you know something? No thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go back.
What about St. James? Have you been down there?
No, my mother, when she had lung cancer, she went there. That's another story too.
Mm-hmm.
And I booked a flight, and I said to my children, I am going, and I tell them the reason why. Should anything happen to me, don't worry. My brother is in charge, you know. Okay, I went back. But when I was coming, I said to my doctor, I'm going to Trinidad.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, this is my number. If you have a problem, call me. If you didn't get me, well, I can't remember the woman's name, but call her. I could have closed my eye and get that slip of paper. I got in there like 11 o'clock. I got home like 11:30. I called. I didn't get her. And I left a message with the person she said to contact. Within 15 minutes, I got an answer. And I told her what happened. She said, well, you know, she's not here anymore. But come here at 8. It's 8 or 9 in the morning. I'm always early. And when I got there, I walk in the door, 2 surgeons with the face facing that way, all
Mhm.
white. They're waiting on me.
Mm-hmm.
For 3 weeks straight, they sent me for tests upon tests upon tests. His doctor is the head doctor, is the surgeons, is the professor, is nothing to cut.
Nothing.
And they said to me, don't ever do that test there again. As of late, I throw away all the documents they give me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, as I said, I always in strong faith. It's like, even taking the chemo is like, nothing is wrong with me.
Very good,
Be
very good.
strong.
The medication you mentioned a while ago, is it available here in Trinidad?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Very expensive too?
They have to well, here I see people go in the pharmacy and just ask for medicine. You can't do that in America.
Mm-hmm.
But because I didn't take chemo, the
Mhm.
doctor recommend Arimidex. And then after the Arimidex, is something else I can't remember, but over here I think it's something like $1,000
$1,000.
for 1 pill or 2 pill or something.
Oh, and that covers what period? For instance, you take one, and it
One a
lasts
week.
one a week.
Uh-huh.
Oh my!
Yeah, I don't know because that's a long time now.
Right,
You
right.
know?
What about your diet? How does it impact?
Well, they always say to eat this, eat that, eat fruits, just like I have diabetes. Eat fruits. Fruits is good. If I eat 4 grapes, my head is spinning like a top.
So is there something else wrong?
Well, I have diabetes.
Okay, fine.
But what
right.
I'm saying, 4 grapes
Uh-huh.
should have my head spinning,
Okay, okay.
you know?
Maybe not enough.
So, and I was never a fruit person. I say as a child going to school, you thief the neighbor orange, you thief the neighbor Portugal on your way to school.
Yes.
So I'm not really a fruit person, but honestly, I eat what I want.
You eat what you want.
I eat anything.
What preference do you have for food? That is, you like chicken, fish, what? More.
Chicken, fish, swordfish. There was one stayed maybe about 3 years ago. I had this young doctor, where he was from, boy, I don't remember. But when I went, my blood sugar was high. Anytime I come to Trinidad, I go back, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And he said to me,
Mm-hmm.
your blood sugar level is 8. What? Never been so high. I said, I'll tell you this. I promise you when I come back, it will be fine.
Mm-hmm.
He said, everybody say that. I said, no. This is a serious thing. And he looked at me and said, okay, you can cheat on Saturdays, on weekends. Because when people stay away from these things for so long, and they go back, they eat it greedy.
Okay.
So you could cheat on weekends. I said, I'm not cheating weekends. And you know what I did? Edo's In America, you get big edibles. Sometimes they like, they almost like little dasheen.
Okay.
One edibles, one green banana. We call the green banana. Big. Saltfish or smoked herring.
Okay.
And at night, a big, excuse me, salad.
Okay.
And funny, that day I had bought a Louisiana Crunch. Oh, that's a big sweet cake. And a tub of ice cream.
What?
Soon as I get home, I open it and push it down the chute because I was serious. 8? No, 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 no. And when 3 months time, when I go back to the doctor, as I got in, I had to give check and see what my blood sugar level is. It went down to 7, I lose a whole point.
Very good.
Yes, he
And
said.
it's still under control.
Well, you know,
Or
when
you've
I
been
come to
cheating-
Trinidad.
Or you've been cheating ever since.
You know, when I come to Trinidad, you eat all sort of things.
Mhm.
A whole set of mangoes. I don't buy mangoes anymore over there.
How old was your mother when she passed away with lung cancer?
88. She did not know she had cancer.
Oh, she didn't know.
No, because when I called her, I remember calling her Sunday morning. I said, I'll call you early before you go to church. She said, I'm not going to church today. Another time I called her Sunday, and she lived here at the church right there.
Mhm.
I said, what happened? I'm feeling tired. Those children still talk about her. They
Okay.
say she would walk from here, main road. She didn't have a road that way. Main road, walk from main road, 5 Rivers, walk from 5 Rivers into 7th Street
What was her
to
name?
go visit her sister Dora.
Dora, okay.
Yeah. And I said, no, 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 no. Go to the doctor. I'll send you some money, honey. I said, what happened? The doctor said, I'm old, what do you expect? Cancer eating the woman.
Mm-hmm.
And then her brother died in Tobago, and my brother sent for her, and he said, funny, she was swimming far out in the ocean, and he's scared because she didn't go to Tobago in like 35 years.
Okay.
So then she wasn't in the ocean for that long.
But they recommend, you know, people, you get out there already, yeah? You get out there, you swim, you stay in the sunlight. Or is it that the sunlight affects cancer patients?
I don't, honestly, I don't listen to those things.
Mm-hmm.
No, because I tell myself I don't have anything. I live normal.
Okay, so you have a positive
Yes.
view on things.
Yes,
Okay.
you know.
Fair enough, yes.
So she was 88 years old, almost 89. The next month she would have been 89. So then she's telling my brother she's tired, and he sent her. He said, take X-ray from head to toe. Then and then they realize it's cancer.
Okay.
Too late,
Too late, yeah.
you know. You're old, what do you expect? You know they don't do those stupid things outside.
Yes, and 88 is pretty young in the States, eh? 88 is young in the States.
Mm-hmm.
Over here, you're deemed old.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. As my doctor said, when I did colon, I think in January, he said you don't need to do it anymore because you have been doing it for all these years and nothing show up, so you're fine. You know? But she died. It was too late to do anything. You know?
But women usually pursue these treatment or medical visits to the doctor more than men, of course.
Yes, I remember one time, I don't know what part of America, you saw a man and his daughter taking treatment. You know men get breast cancer too, do you know that?
Yes, I've heard that.
Right, he and his daughter taking treatment at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And then they show, you know, they have shows on cancer, people with cancer. There was this woman, she had cancer twice. It was so bad till the breast erupted.
Really?
And she lived.
Lived?
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. That's why I say, when people, it come like, once they did a survey and they said, doctors said, Christian people survive surgery more than anybody else.
Christians.
Yeah, well, the
Okay.
Jews and
Oh, you mean,
they
okay.
don't believe in Jesus, right?
Why is that?
Because they go in positive and they pray and everything is going to be all right. When I went for my thing, I had everybody while they getting me ready.
Mhm.
I have everybody laughing.
Okay. I know you're good at influencing laughter.
I had everybody laughing. And then I tell them, don't make no mistake, and go and cut me here, because they punch needles in me to find the spot before they set me. And I had everybody laughing. And I remember one of the nurses said, she said, I wish we had somebody like you here every day.
Oh,
I had the doctors and they laughing, and I don't know if I should say this on the tape.
no, don't say anything you shouldn't say.
I had everybody laughing.
Okay.
And then all at once, the nurse said, why are you so quiet now? I said, it's time to pray. They're going to take me in just now.
Okay. You switched there now.
Yes.
yes.
You know, but if you go...
It doesn't help. It doesn't help, huh?
You have to go for the surgery. You have to take the surgery. You already have it. What are you crying for? I mean, you're human. If you feel to cry, you cry. But after the surgery, you're going to...
Mm-hmm. And some of them survive, and then how you find them afterwards? You found that they were okay?
Well, you go for treatment a certain length of time. I don't know. I like to save those things. The last day of my treatment for chemo, when I left with a big bouquet of flowers.
Okay. How
No
long you stayed in hospital?
You come out the same day.
Really? Louisa, you're in time.
How you doing, my dear?
Hello.
You good? You
You,
matching
you put
colors?
on the same color with me.
Yeah, great minds think alike. Fools seldom different.
Yes, they have no room to keep people. There's so many people with this complaint. You take surgery the morning. I remember my cousin had to leave New Jersey and come down to meet me, right? He and the daughter came. And he came in because to find a spot to park him and have his heart. And if you have to pay so much money just to come pick me up. So when the nurse came to tell me, my cousin, she saw me drifting. She said, no, you can't leave here enough. Sit down a little while.
Okay.
Right? And as I'm walking out to go to the entrance, which is like from here to 3 houses down, I hear, Esther! Somebody kind of said, and I'm like, who is this? It's me! I registered you when you came in this morning. They don't keep you.
Okay.
You have the surgery in the morning. By 3 o'clock, you're doing fine. You're out of there.
Okay.
And then you come back
Let me
to
get you
clinic.
some water. And I guess
You're
Louisa.
sweating.
Yeah, you would like maybe I should get you a wash rag? Would you like a water?
Yeah.
Paper
No,
towel?
just give me one piece of paper towel, please.
Oh, paper towel, okay.
Yeah.
So how you doing, sweetheart?
I am good, thanks, and you?
Good. How the pill out is?
Yeah, it was good, and I put back your container in the same bag because I said I'm not carrying any food for them.
Oh my.
That's okay.
So you need to drift a little to your right. Right, that's right. Oh, you all are matching really.
Oh,
Beautiful.
yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
You planned that? You planned that?
I wish you could have given me the water first. Thank you.
Well, I'll give you this nevertheless.
Thanks.
Don't eat it.
Louise, you hold one in case you get a little jealous of Esther there. Excuse me.
Right? Nah, man. Jealousy will get you nowhere.
Tell me this thing.
Would you like some tea or something, Esther?
Tea? No, thank you.
Coffee?
I'm sweating. You gave me tea and coffee.
Well, you know, there's some people say when you drink a hot drink,
You want cold water, right?
it
Yes, thanks. And give me a
it had
big glass,
bottled water, you
please.
know, Nancy.
Yes, I will give up.
Lance, we get big glasses across on the right side.
Well,
One of the tumblers.
You mean he can't find his way in his own house?
The girl is spoiling him.
oh
You
nice.
just try.
Oh, what is that?
All he know is where the coffee is. And
You're a
the-
coffee
and the
guy.
kettle. So when he wake up in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
right, he knows where to find the coffee and the milk in the fridge.
All right.
Would you like some Coca-Cola?
Water, please.
Oh, the water, please. Okay.
Oh, you're measuring up that water.
This
so
is
give,
it.
Give the lady a full
I
glass
asked
of
for a
water,
full
please.
glass of water, please.
Yeah,
Yes,
Louis,
but
come on.
here what me ready to tell us, you know, you're going half and half.
No, Louis mentioned that it's bottled water, but I know this water is good.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mateo?
Thanks so much.
One at a time, Nancy. You mean the glasses were too heavy to bring both at the same time?
Louis, I think you should go back
You,
inside.
you need exercise.
Look like it will hurt his back if he bring 2 glasses of water at the same time.
You said it, not me. You said it.
Listen. This is a serious discussion going on here.
Oh God, well, I come here to cause ruction.
You come here to destroy it. Okay, nevertheless.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah.
Yes, so with me, it's like I don't have anything.
It is what, life?
Like I don't have anything. Right? That's what I told myself from beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I have no cancer.
Okay,
and just
okay.
live your life. Then sit groaning and moaning over what
Oh
the
yeah, that's the
situation.
true, eh? They say they need to keep the mood up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you really have that kind of personality, Esther.
Yeah.
One would never detected that, you know, you had a burden like that, you know.
I didn't call it no burden because Queen Esther was moving.
Yes, it's here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah. Trying to fool me. Oh, I am nothing.
Right. Now that Louise has come there, easily.
It has room for you?
Oh, that's secondary, actually. So Esther, Louise, you have any take on cancer and its results, its devastating results? In some
Well,
cases?
Esther was just saying that for her, it was like she has nothing. So
Right.
she was, you know, not that she was in denial,
Mm-hmm.
but she coped well with her diagnosis. But there are people I know who have gone to pieces when they are
Yeah.
diagnosed. They
Yeah.
bawl, they scream, they cry.
Yes.
However, my sister was diagnosed with cancer maybe like 20 years ago or less, and she was like you know, she continued to work and everything. Our daughter too was diagnosed, and it was so wonderful to see how well she coped, that it actually helped us as parents,
Of course.
you know, because she was not whining or griping or
Yeah.
complaining or anything, and that really helped us, you know.
Mm.
So I also know some other patients that bore their illness so well, and they were always upbeat. That's so much so, sometimes I feel that cancer patients, or shall I say those who are, what you call them when they're in remission?
Well, remission is like, I guess that same kind of survival thing.
Right, survivors. Right,
They
that's the
experts
word I'm
call it
looking for.
remission.
Yeah,
But
the
we don't know.
survivors.
Yeah.
You know, how very positive they are. And I think that really when you have a positive approach to your illness, doesn't even, it could be anything for that matter.
Yes.
Because worry is really
Oh.
a terrible thing for
Oh,
one's
tell
health.
me about
or
it.
anything for that matter. You worry about something, you get sick, you know?
Yeah.
So, to be positive, we know that all things depend on the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
but we also have to help ourselves by bearing our burdens well, and to also trust in the Lord, you know. So you, I know, have done a great job over the years.
Thank you.
Yeah.
17 years.
17,
Yeah.
wonderful.
I was doing a little background to the cancer business, you know? And then they said that the question was asked, does cancer cause aging? Does it accelerate aging in someone? And usually the treatment is what causes someone to age faster. Now, you did not have chemo, right?
No, I refuse chemo.
And maybe
Right.
that
That is it.
accounts for your youthful looks there.
Yeah.
Oh, dear me, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that chemo, people who do chemo, it really lick them up. But, you know, you are convinced that you have to do chemo, and people figure, well, you want to live. So if chemo is what will keep them alive, then they will do it. But it takes a great toll on their bodies.
But then you see, Teresa, as Esther was pointing out a while ago, the treatment can be very expensive. And if chemo is the most available at a lower, a lower price, people
Yeah.
will have to opt for it.
Of course, of course.
What's your take on that?
I didn't think about expense or no expense. I just decide I don't want to take chemo.
Okay.
I remember the doctor looking at me and saying, he called my name, Esther. I would like you to take chemo. I said, no, I'm not.
You
not
had
going
seen
to
patients who had chemo and they didn't do well.
I don't know what it is, but from the time I realized that I have this sickness, I put myself as a survivor. I'm going to fight this. I don't want to hear about chemo. This I'm not thinking what happened to Mary, Sheila, anybody.
It became personal decision.
That's me.
So
To
did you
this
do
day.
like an alternative?
All I did was radiation, and then they gave me some chemo pills to take. That's it.
And you're still on that, or you?
No, they took me
But
off
just-
after when I just had the surgery every 4 months. I mean, yes, every 4 months I had to go to do over the test. Then when everything was fine, every 6 months, and then once a year now. And that's yes now. That's yes.
But you're a fighter, yeah?
Body, mind, and soul.
Yeah, yeah, fighter, yeah, fighter. It's upper chairs. We are neighbors. Nearly
50 years.
Yeah.
Well, we're up here 47
47
years,
or
right?
48.
Yeah, 48 in April.
48.
Because Lasana.
Yes,
Yeah.
48 years. That's right. That's right.
Lasana will be 48 this year.
Yes.
Yes, man. That's great.
Yeah.
Now there was also a question that I saw come up. Which cancer recurs the most? And they say some cancers are difficult to treat and have high rates of recurrence. Glioblastoma, for example, recurs in nearly all patients despite treatment. You know anything about glioblastoma? Well, it's something we have to look into.
Yeah.
And they say the rate of occurrence among patients with ovarian cancer is also high at 85% in the United States.
I heard that.
Ovarian cancer.
Yeah, I
Higher,
heard that.
right?
Yeah.
But you stand a good chance with ovarian cancer, or it's
It
dangerous?
seems to be one of the ones that are difficult.
Bad.
Yeah, difficult to cope with,
Well, I know the pancreas is cancer. Of the
I-
pancreas.
I always say cancer is cancer. When they reach a certain stage, it's bad.
Also, that prostate cancer, breast cancer, pancreatic cancer, and colon cancer are deemed curable, depending heavily on early diagnosis. Catch it early, the higher your survival odds are.
So Esther, what stage your cancer was
Stage
diagnosed?
one.
Oh, that's
Stage
good.
Yeah.
You know, some people, by the time they diagnose with cancer, they're already stage 4.
My
Yes,
neighbor,
yes.
you know, Dionne Jones. She just died.
Who's this?
Jones.
No, Louis doesn't know anybody
Oh, she
other
don't
than
know.
these three houses here.
And plus I do Esther, man.
Don't answer about any neighbors. Louis would see the same person twice a week and say, "Who are you?"
It's like my niece who had the only house down the street there.
Uh-huh.
Not so high. The
Oh.
sister.
Okay,
because
right.
the sister owned the house.
Right.
She and the husband were teachers.
You're right.
She said a day she's walking down long before they bought a car. You know, everybody was walking. So this neighbor stopped and picked them up. And we'd like to have a ride. And she said that. So when they reached by the corner there, she said, "You can put me off here." The woman said, "You're not going home?" She said, "Yes." She said, "I'll drop you." So when they reached there, she said, "Oh, thanks so much for getting out of here." It's the woman who really cooking for the school and
Oh,
the
yeah,
neighbor right
yeah.
next door.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So that's Louise.
That's Louise, all right.
Yeah.
So, Esther, the last question on the list.
Mm-hmm.
What would you advise that people who have cancer, how do you think they should cope with their cancer? I mean,
Well,
you might have answered it along the way.
Yes, but everybody is different. As I said, I moved on. I don't have anything. Things like that. Some people want you to feel sorry for them.
Yeah.
To be around them. If they don't have anybody around them, it's like they're dying and things like that. Every individual is different.
Yeah, personality has a lot
If
to do.
it's
with how
like
you cope.
they say when somebody is young, their behavior shows up when they get old. Miserable when you're young, when you're old, you get miserable.
More miserable.
So you know, each individual is different.
Yeah.
You remember Megan, Dale's first
Yes,
child, the
yes,
mother.
yes,
You
yes.
know, she had
Yes.
cancer.
Okay, yes.
And again, Trinidad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When she went, I don't know what happened the first time. When she went the second time, late. And not only that, they mix up her files with somebody else's files. So they were treating her
Oh
for
no.
somebody else.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's
yes.
a terrible mistake.
Oh yes, right here
In Trinidad.
in Trinidad.
But that is a
And
horrible
then when
mistake.
she went up for Susan Komen walk and collapsed on the street
Mm-hmm.
up there. And they rush her to the hospital and it's from this test to that test and this. Too late.
Too late, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Too late. It's the same thing with my mother.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Too
Yes.
late. I remember the day, you know, the
Just
daughter
explain.
married.
Mm-hmm.
The baby is almost a year. And somebody gave her a little gift in a bag this size. And when she opened it, she burst into tears. It's a keychain, and on it, her mother photograph is on one side, and this side said, "My daughter is getting married today."
Oh my.
You know? So she too was a good fighter. She were in a lot of magazines. A woman showed me a magazine in America
Mm-hmm.
where she did a lot for the Cancer Society down here.
Okay.
You know? So she was a fighter, but it's just that it was too late.
True. Tell me something. I see Louise going to the fridge there. I don't know where she's coming for with something sweet. What's that called, please, Louise? Louise, don't come forward there. Right. Uh-huh.
Listen, I have about 8 packs of those things.
Well, then you better leave me with my
Leave your thing there right there.
So what I was going to say is, I thought she was coming with something sweet. I have heard that sugar,
It's not good.
cancer thrives best in a sugary environment.
No, I was getting
Have you ever heard that?
Mhm.
Yeah, well, I've heard that. I don't know if it's true.
If I have to go to the shop and buy sugar, it wouldn't sell for me.
It wouldn't sell for you.
No, I have
You can
sugar.
see. I'm going to come out.
I have sugar in the house, so who needs sugar?
Mm-hmm.
Right, but you
Yeah.
don't use it.
No. If my sugar drops low, then and the juice here tastes so awful.
Mm.
Yes. I prefer the old time, you know, when we were small, when they buy a tin of juice and put sugar and thing in
Yeah.
it. The sugar tastes awful. The juices.
They put something that makes it really very sweet. I'm not
Not
sure.
the sweetness, the taste.
Okay.
It
So would you
tastes
get your
awful.
own or your citrus and do your own blending?
I really don't, as I said, I'm not a fruit person.
Well, you're not
I
a
drink
fruit.
a lot of water.
Recommended, eh?
Oh boy. I went to a friend's house in New Jersey Or my same niece down here,
Mm-hmm.
when she had her 25th wedding anniversary, it was held at the Marriott Hotel in Newark, New Jersey. So I'm in Manhattan. I say, how am I getting home at that hour of the night? They're staying over in the hotel, so I can't even go to their house. So I said, okay, I have this friend in New Jersey. I invite her so I could get to sleep over at her house. And I went. Ain't no sugary stuff. It didn't know nothing. It there and everything was good, and I eat things without
Healthy.
sugar. Yeah. And my friend was disappointed. She said, I thought they would have cooked West Indian food.
Oh, of course, of course. But if you were cooking, you would have cooked West Indian food.
No, it's held at the hotel.
That's right, Marriott. That's right.
Hotel, catering. Well, I said on her wedding date, she just celebrated 50 years, you know. 50 years marriage.
Wow, that is lovely.
This month.
She live in New York?
No, they live in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yes, 50 years.
But you like living in the States as against living in Trinidad? I mean, you have to go back.
I like Trinidad.
Home is home, girl.
The nice weather here, I like. You sit in your porch in the night. I remember reading an article in the newspaper years and years when I first went to America. It's some article where you get people talking about certain things. Anyhow, this was a child went on a school trip, but it's overnight. Like, you know, they go for a few days or what.
Right.
And this child said, oh, she's like 10. Unbelievable. She didn't hear any gunshots. She didn't hear no ambulance. That is the life she said she know. And where they went was so quiet and peaceful that she didn't know people live like that. Isn't that sad?
Way of life, yeah. Way of life, culturized into
Yeah.
how you live.
But I like Trinidad.
Yeah, we love Trinidad. We love Trinidad, right?
America is America, but I love Trinidad.
Yeah. For 1 hour, beautiful climate, you know, sun or rain. And if you get rain, all you go and do is run and bathe in the rain.
When last you went out in the rain and had a
You know, I
good...
saw, I was looking at courts, you know, people carrying people to court, and the judge, this little boy is from foster home to foster home. But he was taken away from this foster home. I remember that was a sad thing. These people take children and mind them just for the money. She take these children and see her children looking all healthy. And the foster children is very thin and whatnot. And one night, a man saw one of the foster children eating from his garbage.
Oh no.
So he called the social worker, only to find out these children are being starved. Her children is being fed, and she takes them to church, and the little boy said when they take out pictures, they tell them you all must smile. So they know to smile. They said the boy is 18 years old, he's like this height and small, you wouldn't believe he's 18. So eventually they locked them up. They said it's pancake batter. The pancake batter dry. That's what they had to eat. And they said, the little boy said they dig the walls and eat. Well, they send them to prison. The man didn't last, I don't even think he lasted 2 weeks, and he died.
And they were getting money for these children.
Yes.
And feeding their children with it.
Yes. So another time, this woman had this child, and she called social worker and tell them the boy is outside riding his bicycle in the rain. And then the woman who had the child, she said, Your Honor, this is the little boy who they starve and whatnot, and she have him. and she bought a bike, and the little boy so happy. I remember the judge tell the woman, you have cold water running through your veins. That is being cruel, because she said they take the child from her now. You see that boy after? The boy got tall and put on body, and they think because all his teeth was cavity,
Oh, Jesus.
undernourished, you know?
Very sad.
Yes. People do stupid things. They want to make money, so they take the people's children and don't feed them, and I don't know. I don't know.
When you consider living in your family's home with your parents, you're fortunate, you know.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Well, Esther, I want to thank you very much for sharing your experiences, your journey, you know, and appreciate you coming across, taking the time. I really enjoy your rejuvenated, should I say rejuvenated? I don't know you otherwise, right? But I do admire the luster I see in your personality. So you're doing a good job, thank God for that, Cancer, you know. Louise, you seem to wish now that I could throw you a compliment, right?
No, I'm.
No one?
Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome.
It was,
And I
I'm
pray
sorry I
that
came
you-
out late,
No,
but
it's
I was
okay.
taking a beauty nap. To see how
That's okay.
I know I was going.
And
on
I
the
pray
street,
God
you know.
that your daughter have the same faith and be
Yes,
strong
yes.
in the
She
Lord.
is. She's
you
doing
know?
really well. She's doing really well.
Yes, you have to be strong in the
Our
Lord
daughter
in
also has
everything.
cancer, you see, and she is doing the best to stay above water, so to
Yes,
speak, right?
And in a good mood, happy
good.
That's
mood,
it.
happy
That's it,
mood.
yeah.
So all those out there who might be having this little, ailment, or shall I say a serious ailment,
Or family.
or family, you know, we want to wish you all the very hopefully that you'll have, a healthy life still, that you can manage a healthy life still,
Yes.
you know?
And a lot has to do with the mind,
Yes,
how you cope.
yes. So
Even
Esther,
for the family, you know.
of course. Esther, thank you very much,
You're welcome.
and hopefully we can talk again sometime. How many?
Yes,
excuse
I
me.
will.
Let me add another note. You're the mother of how many children?
I have, God had blessed me with 4. Right now I only have 2. The first 2 gone.
Okay.
Yes.
What about
The 2
grandchildren?
boys, you have scrapes.
And the other one,
Dale.
the one before, Dale.
Dale and
and-
scrapes.
Yeah.
And
Everybody else say scrapes.
Miss
They never move
Personality, Miss Personality,
everywhere.
and that was what's her name?
Avalon?
Avalon.
Yeah.
And who's the other one?
Yeah. It's 2 boys alive now.
Right.
My oldest son died years ago.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
tell me, and how many grandchildren?
Oh my God. Chelsea Shemilia, Daleen Tanisha, Tyra, Faith, Kenya, Kimani, Jonathan, McCasey, Maria, Mariah, Amanda, and 5 siblings.
Who make all
Risha,
them
her
children?
son. My grandchildren.
I thought you were talking a different language, you know.
But that's how when I'm saying my prayers in the morning.
That you have to call your
Father
names.
God, I lift my grandchildren up to you. Chelsea Shemilia, Daleen Tanisha, Tyra, Faith, Kenya, Kimani, Jonathan, McCasey, Maria, Mariah, Amanda,
Oh, my.
5 siblings, Risha, her son, Don Vito, his children, Jahim. Father, to those I know and those unknown,
Very
cover
good.
them under your precious blood.
Very good.
Be
very
with
good.
them wherever they may be, in their homes, on the street, in the school yard, the playgrounds, their workplaces. Cover them under your blood. They who are on the job, I decree and declare promotion. They who in seek of a job, Father God, open up doors that they didn't even knock on, and for them to get a job. To those who are in school, Father, give them an ear to hear what is being taught to them. To the newborn babies, Father, bless them. You said in your word, suffer little children to come unto me and forbid them not. So, Father, be with them. Guide them, O thy great Jehovah. Pilgrims through the shaken will, I am weak, but you are mighty. Greater is he that is within us. Lead them, Heavenly Father, lead them, for they have no help but you this morning. Great is thy faithfulness. From the rising of the sun till the going down of the same, teach them to magnify your name. Teach them to glorify your name. Oh, I'll bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall be continually in my mouth.
Very good. Very
Very
good.
good.
And then
very
I
good.
go on to say my prayers.
Very
Wow.
good. Very good. So thank you very much, and that was a very inspiring,
Yes,
inspiring end to this
of course.
little session.
Of
So
course.
thanks again, Esther, and Louise. Thank you too.
You're welcome.
You're
darling.
welcome.